There's some concept I'm thinking about, which is like the hidden extrinsic, and perhaps it just comes with a basic misunderstanding of your own motivations, or a Garrisenthian understanding that your motivations are changing very frequently based on ultimately dissociated self states and a myriad of mechanisms which are built in upbringing to use different facets, different masks, different personae to reach certain basic needs, and not any more than one categorically of basic needs can be met in one place with one personae. Perhaps it comes from an upbringing that is um, some basic needs are present, most not, but some basic needs can be found in the environment, but they require different games to be played. They require different combat styles to be used, or interaction styles to be used, in order to interact with given others to meet certain things. But a lot of them are like have to be self-created or found in others outside of the immediate environment. So split motive set can happen, and this can be an Enneagram 9 thing, or someone with dissociative identity disorder, multiple personalities, um, or even perhaps an Enneagram 4 who looks to create this sort of identity in a 9ish style. Perhaps someone with a tri type that includes 4 and 9. A hidden extrinsic is when one acts in order to release a certain something. Something is expressed through extroversion into the world, and then there is like a recoiling at a noticing that there's not the response or whatever being garnered, and it could ultimately just be attention, acceptance, validation, something like that. There are differences between those, but the hidden extrinsic is like when you ultimately don't know what you want, you don't know why you're acting, and even with contemplation, even deep, lengthy contemplation, you can't find out really what you're looking for. You have a compulsion to extrovert, even after perhaps long periods of introversion. You have a compulsion to extrovert, but the thing that you're extroverting, there's not immediately relief or satisfaction in the extroversion. And then once you're waiting for some kind of response, or you're looking for some kind of resource to be gathered from the outside, you don't get it, which leads you, and there's a recoiling, a notion of failure, a notion of intransient communication, meaning that it was not processed by both sides, whatever both sides are. It's like sending a signal into space and getting nothing back when you wanted something back, but you don't necessarily know what that thing is, even with a detailed study of motivation and intrinsic and extrinsic forms of motivation or reasons for doing things. The hidden extrinsic is when you just don't know what you're looking for, perhaps because it's undefined, or perhaps you are simply in the dark looking for anything to build a framework of what reality in this moment might be.